What is going on, YouTubers? Welcome to another video. If you're wondering why I'm showing you a photo of this Jack Sparrow bust, is because it's no longer in my man cave. Unfortunately, I had, unfortunately and fortunately, an opportunity arose where another collector, actually a well-known YouTuber, really wanted my Jack Sparrow bust because he has a custom Davy Jones bust, like a silicone bust, and he wanted my Jack bust because arguably I would say this was the best Jack Sparrow bust in the world, considering all my, additions. I've never seen a better one out there. And I absolutely love this bust. I think it's freaking phenomenal. Granted, the base could be better. Everything else is freaking amazing. The realism, the detail, all the extra goodies I did is absolutely amazing. However, what he was offering me, I think it was worth the trade. It is something I've been long after, that many of you know of, and the price has just been outrageous, and I just really wasn't willing to spend that much. And this one's even better than those, and I think it was a good trade. So it's gonna go right there next to Arnold bust. You've guessed it, the T1000. Boom. This bad boy is coming to the collection finally. He's mint condition. In addition, all the liquid metal parts, that have all been chromed out. So if you're unfamiliar with what chrome is, it's basically given it a really shiny metallic look. So if you look at the original paint job, I will show you actually real quick what it looked like. This is the stock paint app. It's more or less just like a silver. When in reality it should be chromed based off the movie, because you're trying to go for movie accuracy. And so this one has been chromed out. Check that out. So it has like a really nice shiny metallic look to it. As you can see right there, not only does it just color wise looks better, but I feel like it brings out the detail better as well. So with the addition of that, the fact that the T1000 is going in such a freaking crucial spot in my collection, I mean, think about it. This is probably the most crucial spot in my entire collection. I'm in this chair a lot, like 80% of the freaking day, looking at the TV, looking at my monitor, and that spot is incredibly crucial because I look at it all freaking day basically. And I want the ultimate Terminator setup for this setup. And the most three important things for me are Arnold, Endoskeleton, T1000. T1000 was the coolest villain. Arnold was the best part of all of Terminator. And the Endoskeleton is freaking just the coolest robot design ever. So Endoskeleton were set with the life size. That's the ultimate representation of a statue, life size. We've customized it. It looks freaking amazing. We're going to get the thumb printed, the hip cap printed, so it'll be perfect. But for the Arnold and T1000, we're going to go for the 1/3 and bust route. And I've been unable to find this T1000. The cheapest I've seen it is like more or less $6,000 from a French distributor, but he also said it wouldn't ship for like 3 to 6 months, and it cost $6,000. And I'm like, are you freaking kidding me? eBay was $7,500. It's limited to 99, and it's just very difficult to get for like a reasonable price. When retail was $3,800 plus ship. It's a one-armed bust, so you do get one full hand like Alita. And as far as I've heard, Queen doesn't have the Terminator license anymore, so the likelihood of us ever getting a T1000 bust is extremely low. I could definitely see another Arnold bust in the future, but T1000, pretty unlikely in my opinion. And this one is not perfect. I do think the likeness could be improved, but you still know who it is, and it overall looks great. I love the concept and the pose. The base is awesome. I think it's overall a really great piece, and it's the perfect companion to Arnold. In addition to the chrome parts, I think it was worth sacrificing Jack Sparrow, which Jack is one of my better busts. Like, it's definitely one of the more realistic ones, and it's incredibly well done. But I think at the end of the day, this is more important. So now we have to decide, so yeah, the T1000 is going to go right here. And then underneath, that is already sold. I'll need to sell that Arnold 1/4 and the Endo arm. I want to keep that Endo arm, but I just don't think I have space. I don't know. I might be able to keep it between the two 1/3s. I'll have to sell that Arnold eventually. even though I really do like it because it's the only battle damage Arnold statue out there. So I don't know if I just want to throw it inside a, glass shelf right there just to have it, even though that's a terrible angle for any statue. But yeah, I don't know. I might sell that Arnold, I might not. So now we have to decide what to do in this old Jack Sparrow spot, and I kind of have a few ideas. So I have heard that J&D has teased they're making a Jack Sparrow 1/3. If they do, I'll get it. That way I have the ultimate Jack Sparrow statue. And of course I would sell off my sideshow. I could always try to re-hunt down that Jack Sparrow bust and buy all the customized parts and then just put it back. Or I could change this garage shelf. I can actually fit 2 small garage shelves here. Have them that same height, but 2 garage shelves. By doing that, instead of fitting 3 statues and then like a statue there and there, I'd be able to fit 2 statues spaciously, maybe even 3 small ones, per each cube. So in essence, if I wanted to, I could get, I could do like Dante and Virgil here, and right here, I could get V to companion Nero, because they were like companions in the video game. And then Dante with his brother Virgil. So I could get the additional Devil May Cry statue. And then above, we would have 1 cube, with God of War, and I don't know if Halo will stay there or it'll just go back down there. More than likely back down there. Or if Prime 1 ever makes a Halo in the future, we'd want it top shelf. But at the end of the day, what would be most important up here would be Uncharted, likely in the corner due to the way it's posed. Last of Us, Tomb Raider. Those 3. And then that custom Kratos. Kratos doesn't take up a lot of space. So, I was thinking like Kratos and let's call it Tomb Raider and Last of Us and Uncharted. Or Last of Us and Kratos and then Tomb Raider and Uncharted. Either way, but that's kind of the basic idea. I also have to see what Prime 1's Last of Us statues are going to look like, because we still don't know. I'm really hoping they show it on the next showcase, which I believe should be this month. I don't know exactly. We'll see. But it'd be real nice if they did it this month and they showed us, is it going to be something like this, where it's going to take up an entire giant garage shelf? Or is it going to be like a single statue like that? Or just like that, and that's Joel and Ellie? Or is they going to be separate and fighting clickers and zombies? A bloat or a freaking runner. There's a lot of options they could do. I think the way they would do it is something like this, but then they might also do a clicker with 2 runners in like this method. And of course, I would want to get all of it. So, yeah, I would definitely have to figure things out if we go down that route. If it's this big of a base, it wouldn't fit on that shelf. I mean, actually it might. But if it's that big, it won't. That thing's deep as heck. I don't plan to get Prime 1 Last of Us 2. I think that Ellie is all I need. I don't need Abby. Would not buy a statue of her. Only Ellie. And this one actually is really good in person. And I like the concept and design. And they are also making a Joel from Last of Us 2 as well. That looks great. I need to follow up with them actually on that. So definitely some things to consider. I am highly considering changing the shelving out to 2 garage shelves. I think it would look better, be a little bit more spacious, get rid of that glass shelf. I could still actually keep that little shelf where Jack is on, and then just have, like the 2 small garage shelves there. So that is what I think I might do. And yeah, that's what I'm thinking. J&D Jack Sparrow. I'll have to figure that out when the time comes. But I would definitely want to get that, because I want a really good Jack statue. So I'm actually trying to get my buddy to just bring over the J&D Catwoman so I can see how it looks in my collection before it goes off to the new home. Because I'd at least like to see a J&D in this collection. So I asked him to just bring it over and I'll pay him now and then ship it off to my new buyer when they pay me off next Friday. So yeah, I want to see how Catwoman looks compared to my current Catwoman. So once I do get that, which will probably be this weekend, I'll do a comparison video for you guys. You can see how it stacks up versus the Prime one, and in general how a J&D compares. But yeah, that's kind of the big news I wanted to go over with you guys. It's kind of bittersweet. You know, I lose one of my better busts, but I'm also gaining an absolutely crucial bust. It's also a companion piece bust, so I think it was worth it, especially since it's chromed out. You know, I really did love that Jack Sparrow bust. You know, I thought it was freaking amazing. But T1000 to me, I think is just a little bit more important at this time, considering, you know, my focus is this room. In general, this is the most important room to me, my favorite part of my collection. So this is definitely extremely important to me. Anyways, folks, really looking forward to T1000. We'll have him on the review table next week, probably Wednesday or Thursday. So I'll do an unboxing review of that bad boy. So very much looking forward to it. Now I'm only hunting, let's see, still trying to get Infinity Studios Wonder Woman bust. I really do want the Cinemaket 1/3 endo, but I'm not sure where I could even put it. But I still have an idea, actually. But I still do want that endo skeleton 1/3. If I can buy it for a good price, I would still get it. Even though I own the life size, I would still buy it. I probably wouldn't even display it in this setup. I'd actually probably just throw it right there. You know, do that next to, let's say, XM Predator. You know, that would look cool. Even if it's separate, it'd still look sick. Anyways, folks, that is it. Like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you think, and I'll see you in the next one. Have a great day.